Everybody working, everybody doing what I did. They laughed at me.
I agree with all that,
they laughed at me. They said I killed hip hop, and now they doing exactly what I did and shun me and I'm being shunned upon.
I agree with all that.
I'm the reason y'all doing this. I'm the reason why all these artists have social media. Y'all should thank me. Every artist in the game, all y'all record labels, y'all owe me 5%, bro.
Big Draco! Big Draco!
Y'all all owe me a percentage, bro. I don't care, yo. Y'all gonna respect it. Y'all ain't gotta like me. I ain't did nothing to nobody my whole career, bro.
So let's give Soulja Boy his credit. In 2007, when Crank That came out, I think it was a clear example or a message to younger artists that they didn't need to go through a label to get to their audience. So Crank That was sort of a representation of straight to consumer. You can put out a song and you can reach your audience and you don't have to basically sell your soul to a record label, and you can make all of the money off of that piece of work. Now, on that merit, he is absolutely right in terms of how influential he was. However, I think the problem that we're having here is Soulja Boy seems to be using the internet and social media as interchangeable terms. And I think everybody does that. We all do that. But I think with the argument that he's making, we have to detach certain things, because if they go unchallenged, then people just think of it as just truth. So as I said, in 2007, Crank That came out. Twitter was established in 2006, but I think most of us could agree that 2006, 7, 8, 9, Twitter was nowhere then what it is now. I don't know when the term social media even became a part of the American lexicon. I don't know if that was 2009 or 2010, but it certainly wasn't in 2007. You know, you could walk away from the internet. You couldn't walk away from social media. And Soulja Boy obviously got most of his buzz off of MySpace, you know, which was basically relevant from 2005 to 2009 when it was eventually bought out. So in that case, if Soulja Boy wants to argue that he is influential to social media artists, then I can make a case and say that Dane Cook is just as influential to Instagram comedians today, because he was obviously big on MySpace. But you see, there's no correlation. You know, we're taking the internet and social media and we're wrapping it up together as it's a part of the same package. But I think as we're seeing today, where, for example, you have comedians, you have commentators of all sorts who, you know, there's witch hunts out there for them, you know, due to the comments that they made years ago, but they only made those comments because the internet was a completely different space back then. You know, when Soulja Boy went viral, cat videos were the hottest piece of content today. You know, cat videos are sort of a thing of the past. They're not really relevant as much as they used to be, but the internet sort of worked its way out in different phases. And now with social media, I would probably say that in 2012, you had your very first example of the social media viral artist, which was Chief Keef with I Don't Like. Now, if there was an artist before that had a hit that I'm not remembering right now, you guys let me know in the comment section below. But basically what I'm arguing is that Soulja Boy is not connected at all to social media marketing as much as he thinks he is. You know, the mere fact that he got big off of a song in 2007 when, you know, the term viral wasn't really that much of a term. I mean, you know, is the virality of Crank That the same as the virality of a Gangnam Style? I don't think so. You know, and it's because you could walk away from Crank That. You were able to walk away from your computer. You couldn't walk away from your phone.
I started this, bro. Why y'all think y'all got this camera? Charlamagne, why you think y'all got all these cameras in here right now? Why you think you got that camera right there looking at me right now? Oh, I've been doing this YouTube. I was the first artist on social media.
I agree with you on that. 100%.
I was the first artist on YouTube. The first artist.
I agree with you.
These record labels set their blueprint behind me. I'm the reason why they streaming right now.
Now, this is the ridiculous part of the interview. I mean, Soulja Boy said a few ridiculous things that I'm not even going to address. I'm not going to address what he said about Drake. I'm not going to address what he said about Kanye, because artistically, no one takes Soulja seriously. And I think he's making artistic attacks against them. But this is this is crazy because Soulja pointing at the camera is basically him taking responsibility for simulcasting. You know, simulcasting has been a thing probably since the 60s. And again, because Soulja Boy thinks that since this piece of content is for the internet, then he is responsible for it because he invented the internet for hip hop artists, I guess. A simulcast is the broadcasting of two programs or events across more than one medium or more than one service on the same medium at exactly the same time. So what you're watching here is obviously The Breakfast Club is being filmed, and simultaneously over the WWPR-FM airwaves, you're hearing the show at the same time. This is simulcasting. This is broadcasting. This has been going on since way before Crank That. I mean, you know, Rush Limbaugh is as much an influence to The Breakfast Club simulcasting more than Soulja Boy would be. So that's a ridiculous claim. But this is what Soulja Boy's doing. I mean, since he's made claims against a ton of artists, he's made claims against Kanye, Drake. He said that he's responsible for the careers of Famous Dex. He's responsible for Chief Keef. He's responsible for all these people, and I don't think anybody's taking him seriously, which is great, because what I hate is when artists come into the game and they really don't offer up anything artistically, but as they get into the twilight of their career, all of a sudden they want to turn into revisionists. They want to turn into art critics, and they want to start to tell people, well, I influenced that person and I influenced this person, when all the while it kind of looks like they're just throwing shit on the wall just to seeing what sticks. You understand? So Soulja Boy is influential in terms of being a marketer, in terms of showing an artist that they have all the power and they can make all the money off of their music, and that's very empowering and that's very important. You can't deny Soulja Boy's place in history. However, we can't pretend like the words internet and social media are interchangeable terms and pretend like Soulja Boy is responsible for every single social media artist present and to come. Do you feel that he is responsible for the careers of these current people? Do you feel like he is the most influential artist of our time? Please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wanna hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in a wheelchair? Drake? Yes!